What's going on? What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog back with another New York Giants video. As always, thank you for watching. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell. Be here all year for the New York Giants. As bad as this clown show is and continues to get worse, I'll be here for it. Hopefully, you guys and girls will be here for it too. Best fan base in the world is this fan base because, let's face it, nobody has a worse team than the New York Giants. And today, in the title, I said they hit rock bottom. We never know, because the Giants seem to find new depths to this abyss every time you think they can't get lower. Daniel Jones made his return today. Looked great. Overthrew Barkley by 4 yards coming out of flat. Missed Jalen Hyatt twice. And then most likely tore his ACL. Guy coming off a neck injury that probably should have kept him out for the rest of the year. They bring him back. Why, I don't know. Season's gone. You're 2-6 going into this game. There's nothing to play for. Bring him back. He gets hit. His knee kind of sticks into the ground. Looked like he was injured. Went back the next play. Collapsed. That's most likely a torn ACL. That is what the fear is. They'll have an MRI on it tomorrow. They'll have more conclusive evidence. But if that is the case, and usually when a player goes down on his own accord and it's a non-contact injury, it usually is something that is torn. If Daniel Jones does have a torn ACL, his Giants career is probably over. Like I said, I've had a tumultuous relationship with Daniel Jones since he's been here. No question about that. Without question, I have loved him. I've hated him. I've loved him. I've hated him. I have loved him. I've hated him all the time. Whoops. Body Armor sponsors the thing, by the way. I have loved him, hated him the entire time that he has been a Giant. And, this year I expected a lot out of Daniel Jones. He did not produce. And the last few weeks, I've kind of been on the fence. I know a lot of Giants fans wanted a tank for a quarterback, and I understood it. I'm not a guy that really sits there and roots for them to lose, and I was kind of on the fence about a quarterback. But I think if you saw my tweet this morning, which shameless plug, follow me on Twitter. Link is in the description below. I'm very active on Twitter, so follow me on Twitter. We're closing it. Well, we still have a ways to go to get to 10,000 followers. I'd love to do that by the end of the football season. We need about 1,500 more. But follow me on Twitter. Link is in the description. If you saw my Caleb Williams tweet this morning, I think you know where I stood on the quarterback. And after today, after seeing Daniel Jones probably tear his ACL, I think most Giants fans need to understand that the love affair that this Daniel Jones experiment's done. The Giants need a quarterback. Without question. We saw Jalen Hyatt get behind the defense. No quarterback could hit him. And we need a guy that could do that. And people could say Caleb Williams is a crybaby, paints his nails. Michael Penix can't do it. This guy can't do it. You don't know what you're getting from a quarterback, and that's true. We don't. But we do know what we got from Daniel Jones. A lot of inconsistent play. And unfortunately for him, a lot of injuries and serious injuries. If this is a torn ACL, he won't be out. He'll be out until the middle of next year. You can't go into the year with your quarterback being Tommy DeVito, because Tyrod Taylor is a free agent. So it's time to get a rookie. The Giants probably are not going to win another game the rest of the year at this juncture. They're looking at 2-8. Definitely play Dallas next week. They ain't winning that. So 2-15 is very possible. Quarterbacks come on here. It's not like I hated Daniel Jones as a person. I definitely rooted for him, but it just didn't work. Didn't work. And shouldn't have been in there today anyway. Let's be honest. And now he probably paid the older price. Like I said, he probably will not be a John. This is probably it for him. We'll see, but hopefully it's not. But that's usually a torn ACL. As far as the game goes, what do you even say? The defense came out today sleepwalking. It felt like they were completely deflated from the Jets game. And that was kind of the end of it. The offense showed nothing. I mean, what do you want? I mean, the offense has been atrocious all year. Everybody's like, oh, just wait till Andrew Thomas gets back in there and we get this, we get that. Well, the Raiders had 16 sacks all year coming into the game. They had 8 today. Andrew Thomas coming back didn't really help. The O-line played pretty good in the first quarter, but it's still the O-line. Barkley ran the ball well, then they decided not to run the ball. Why they had Daniel Jones coming out throwing 5 of the first 6 plays, coming off a neck injury, doing the tush push. I have no idea. Brian Daboll, I don't know what. Brian Daboll's drunk. Brian Daboll's drunk. And the last about Daniel Jones, yeah, he's got a knee. He's day-to-day. I guarantee you that's what's going to be said. Yeah, he's got a knee. He's day-to-day with a knee. That's what it'll be for him. But he's, like I said, that didn't look good. But Brian Daboll has been lost in the sauce all year. I'm not going to sit here and call for his head. I'm not going to ask him for him to be fired. There's been too many guys fired. He's our 4th head coach since 2018, okay? We can't keep doing this. It is a vicious cycle. But this man has lost it this year. His play calling, his decision making, it makes no sense at all. He has had a horrible season from coach of the year to worst coach of the year. That's how fast things change. It is really bad, this situation with the New York Giants, and it is getting no better. There will be a lot of things that change going into next season. I do believe Daboll and Wink will be here. I do believe the coordinators, Kafka, Bobby Johnson, the special teams coach will all be gone. I expect a new quarterback in here. And the next 8 weeks of this season, we're just going to be sitting here watching the Giants B team, Z team, whatever the hell you want to call it, play. There's nothing left to play for. This team ain't going to win anything. It's been a massive disappointment all season. And now you see what happened. Right? It finally caught up to him. And there really isn't much to say, man. This team is just, it is embarrassing the depths that it's gone to. This team for 10 years, man. Last year that you gave us a glimmer of hope. And then as quickly as that glimmer of hope, as quickly as that door opened a little bit, shut, slam shut. Everything that could go wrong this year is going wrong. Everything. They're the worst team in professional football again. Again. I don't know when we're ever getting out of this. But like I said, I think people that were on the fence or maybe even leaning Jones, I think even they have got to come to face the fact that Giants need a quarterback. Okay? They need a quarterback. This stuff with Daniel Jones, the stuff with this team, including Saquon Barkley, it's stale. And somebody made a really good point during the stream today. I understand as fans, we get emotionally attached to players, right? We get akin with players. We love our players. We love them. We want them to succeed. You have to leave emotion out of it. Sometimes you have to leave your emotion out of it and do what's best for the team. Barkley's one of my favorite Giants. It ain't working with him here. It does not matter how good he is. It ain't working with him here. You got to try to change something because what you're doing ain't working. Xavier McKinney's my favorite Giant. But if they move on from him, I'm not going to cry about it. Okay? Because they have to go in a different direction. For 5 years, this team, the offense has been no good. With Barkley, without Barkley, with Jones, without Jones, it really hasn't mattered. This offense doesn't scare anybody. You need to get some explosive players on this team. You need to have that guy at center that just commands the huddle and plays with a ton of confidence and can stay healthy. Now, people can sit and go, Caleb Williams can't handle New York. Maybe he can, but we don't know. Maybe none of them can handle New York. Maybe anybody he picks going to be a bust. You don't know, but you can't be scared because no matter what happens in the future, we know what's happened in the past. We know what we have right now. There is no denying that. There is no question about that. Sure, there's going to be questions about the quarterback in the future. There always is. But you can't be like, I'm scared to take that guy because what if he fails? Well, if you stay with what you got now, you know you're going to fail. It has just been a really disappointing season, a frustrating season, an aggravating season, without question. I'm not mad at it anymore. I'm disappointed about it. I got the Cowboys-Eagles game on. So if I'm looking at the thing, it's because the Cowboys have a first and goal from the 6. And they got lucky. The Cowboys actually got lucky that they got a full start right there. I'm sorry. So, yeah, guys and girls, listen, this has been a really bad year. We'll continue to we'll continue to do Giants content. We'll continue to do the show with Chris. We'll continue to do the games. I'll continue to do the therapy sessions. Without question, we need them. There's going to be a lot of questions going forward, but I will say this, and I mean this. I'm very grateful for all you guys and girls. I need somebody to talk to about the Giants. I like having these discussions, whether you agree with me or don't. I would not want everybody to agree with me all the time, but this is a really bad team. And we thought they accelerated the rebuild process, but the fact of the matter is they're still rebuilding. And I think until you actually get a new quarterback, that's really when the rebuild truly starts. And if we're going to rebuild, we're going to need to do it with a new quarterback. And I think Daniel Jones, with this injury that happened, I think that's where we got to look. And we'll see what happens going forward. Anyway, that's all I got in this video, as always. Really appreciate you watching. Giants with another stinker today. And I will see you next time. It's Bad Diggity Dizzle, and I'm out. Peace.